Hello, Twitch. It's been a long time since I have played. Or I have streamed, I should say. It's been a long time since I have played. Or I have streamed, I should say. Sorry about that. I didn't realize my background thingy was on. Okay. So, I went ahead and got to level 10. I have a few trinkets. I hate using heirlooms, but they just get the job done so quickly. Okay. Where is that? Over there? Do I have any other quests over here? Which one? You know what? I actually probably need to adjust my volume. Nope, wrong one. System. Sound. Just turn it down a wee bit. My main, I guess you could say, is my hunter. Why is that already on there? I don't know. Never played a night elf before. Most of my characters are blood elves. Probably should take more than one quest at once, but fuck it. If you're wondering what my professions are, I chose herbalism and alchemy because I have a I have a whatchamacallit, a Worgen rogue who has leatherworking and skinning, so I didn't want to take it on to cover your ears. There we go. So we're gonna go kill this Mauler guy. I hope, because I can't tell if that cave is in there or there. I think it's right up here. As you can see, I need to look up a guide of like how to level up pets really fast. I just got this on my hunter, who's, like I said, would be considered my main. He's so cute. I've collected a lot of pets. 78 mounts. Not bad. Hopefully I will be getting a lot more. I normally don't do heirloom items, but like, where's my talent? I want to go restoration, which apparently, you know, one of my friends on the server that I have my hunter on got on to me and was like, no, you're doing a bad thing having your night elf be your healer, because night elves with their racial passives are better as tanks. You should go Worgen if you want to go healer. To that I say, man, fuck that. I will play whatever race I want to play, however I want to play it. It honestly probably makes only the smallest minute difference, which you couldn't even properly tell. So, like I said, fuck it. I almost don't want to spend like any of that. Like, I don't want to bother leveling it up, because whenever I get to Warlords of Draenor, basically every skill will be able to level up. way faster. That's how I was on my hunter. That's how I leveled up my cooking, as I just went to the auction house and bought a bunch of fish for like nothing. They were like, no, you can get them from your fishing shack. And I was like, I don't care. I don't have time to fuck around with my stupid fishing shack. I'd rather just fucking buy it off the auction house. Because once you start getting elite, like, it doesn't register at first, but you start getting a lot of money really fast. Wow. I could make even more because, again, my hunter is an engineer because someone told me that was best for PvE and PvP. It says I'm connecting still in chat. Am I in? Yeah, I am in chat. Just needed to check. So, I'll be uploading this to YouTube's as soon as it's done. It's been so long since I keep saying I'm gonna come up with a, you know, consistent regimen, and then I never do. It's because shit always gets in the way. I don't know who you are. Well, I mean, I know who you are because I can see you, but I'm just gonna kill you because you're in my way. Need to find out how to get back up. My main problem with heirlooms is, like, part of the whole, like, experience of games like this is you're supposed to be able, you know, like, I shouldn't be killing them that easy. It's supposed to be like, you know, an adventure, you know, like you're finding new loot and shit like that, and it's super cool. I'd gotten the bow, and I used it on my hunter all the way to level 60, and it just, even though it was just the bow, it made all the fights so much easier, and it's just so easy leveling up. If anyone gets any of my pet name references, which not all of these have references, but, you know, props to you. Not that they're super clever or anything. Like Lucy is in, you know, Lucifer. Like, not really clever. But maybe I'll look up a pet battle guide online and then just do like a entire thing of just me leveling up my pets. I'm trying to come up with a good, put it down, a good team in my brain. I think maybe this would be a good team. Maybe. Keep moving. Oop, pass the quest giver. Take that one. Pick me out.
Greetings. Go in peace.
I'm sure there's some complex form online that's like, if you want to, be super competitive about it, only use these 3 pets. All other pets are meaningless. Because, I mean, that's just kind of how these games work. I mean, there's always going to be a set of gear that kind of makes all other gear meaningless. Unless you're playing every spec, my friend told me you're usually only going to have like 2 or 3 different armor sets that you keep. Like, obviously you'll have more, but like that you actually use. Like you'll have one for PvP. Yeah, Stone Sniper, there's always a meta. It's just, sometimes the meta can get kind of boring. That's why I don't play League of Legends much. Why I've kind of fallen out of touch with Overwatch. Because everyone is just so set on the meta. And it's like, man. I'm also, the asshole who just wants to play like fucking Bastion all the time and shit like that. Oop. I don't want to sell those.
Farewell.
I really thought that'd be enough to level me up. I guess I just need to do all of the quest here.
Goddess bless you. Goddess.
Yeah, sure. Just give me the quest. I thought I already did that quest. Fairly certain I did, anyways. Oh well. Yes, Stone Sniper, or blah, blah, blah. Stone Sniper. I love Mystery Heroes. Mystery Heroes is so much fun. I've streamed Overwatch once or twice before. Was Alchemy also squeezed in here? Yes.
What brings you here?
Oh, you don't actually sell the supplies, you're just there to... Okay, whatever. I've wanted to stream it, but my shit just acts weird whenever I want to stream something. Like, there's games like King of the Kill, H1Z1, that I just can't stream whatsoever. It won't let me. It comes out all crappy, which is weird. And then Overwatch ends up looking all choppy. I guess I just need to look up a video guide of how to make it not look awful, but so lore-wise, not just in like context of the game, like, do other animals know who's a druid and who's not? Like, if I'm running around in cat form and I've, meet another cat, obviously in the game it's gonna know that I'm a player. But in the actual lore, how would it know? If so, wouldn't that kind of defeat the purpose of cat form?
I'm out of range.
Well, my problem is if I set the settings super low, I'm afraid it'll just look bad, and I'd almost rather, not stream it at all and find something else to stream than stream it if it looks like crap. Because I'm not the best on commentary. But as a support main in Overwatch, at least if I'm streaming, it'll make supporting, feel less awful. I mean, it's killed me in competitive. I'll be sitting there, you know, healing my butt off, doing all of that, and then sometimes you just get shitty teammates. Like, I finally had made it to platinum, and then I just went on a downward spiral of losing streaks. And everyone's like, well, you clearly deserve to be here. I'm like, but I'm not playing damage rolls, so how do I deserve to be here? I'm healing as best I can. But when someone, you know, refuses to switch off Hanzo, or our tank decides that he'd rather play Genji, you just, I don't know. But it's one of those things, it's like the Counter-Strike community is absolutely awful. It's, for whatever reason, every FPS community is just garbage. Like, Overwatch's community, it can be pretty garbage at times. Then you have Call of Duty, who's pretty infamous for their shitty community. I don't know what it is. Also, I'm pretty boring in H1Z1. Like, all I do is I never use cars because cars make too much noise, people notice them, and people actively search for them. So I avoid them, and I avoid people, which is why I suck at long distances trying to kill people, is because I really never use a gun. Most of my time is spent hiding. And then when it gets to I always end up getting, like, at the very end. I've even won a couple by just hiding. And just, you know, everyone else is out there looking for kills, looking for that montage. And I'm just sitting behind a tree in my underwear, you know, alt-tabbed out, watching YouTube videos while I wait for them to kill each other. But for the most part, oh shit, I can use herbalism on these guys? I did not know that. I've also never played a night elf, like, at all. Like, I usually mainly play horde. My account that I ended up getting stolen before this, I would only play undead characters. So, and eventually, you know, now my hunter and my demon hunter, you know, they're both blood elves. Because I got tired of the undead always having the torn armor. I'm like, I think the Forsaken are the coolest fucking race ever. I just want to get a good look at my armor. I want it to, you know, look super cool. I don't want to see it with holes in it. You know, because I get it. Your body has holes in it. You're a rotting corpse, but why? Why does your armor then have to have holes? Like the Draenei, I can get it. They need a, you know, hole. They need to poke a hole in their, you know, new pair of pants to fit their tail through. And elves gotta poke holes in the side of their fucking helmets to get their giant ass ears and eyebrows to poke out. But I don't know. It just started to annoy me, all of the torn armor. But the game has changed so much. Like, when I had my account stolen, like, Cataclysm had, like, just came out. And it was like not even a week after Cataclysm that I ended up losing my account. So it's been a long time since I played. And maybe they were a thing back when I was playing and I just never noticed it. But there's these things called slut mogs, which is just like, what? Like, apparently, you know, there's always been those greens that almost look like bikinis and things like that you can find, but you usually just toss them away because why would you? But apparently, people will pay a lot of gold to get their hands on those, just so they can walk around and look skimpy because they can have their high level armor and enhance or transmog or whatever the fuck it's called, to make it look like the slutty armor, and it's just like holy shit. Like, why would you go to the end game and get some badass looking armor and then just decide, you know what? I want it to look like my character's wearing a fucking bikini. Yeah, I'm not kidding, Stone. If you go to Google and type in slutmog, there will literally be entire video tutorials of where to go and how to farm for these slutmogs. And sometimes they'll take like a week to sell, but I had some dumb little green skimpy armor thing and it sold for 3,000 gold. Again, it took a week for me to finally sell it, but a green that I got out of what's the fucking dungeon Seathun is in? Or not the dungeon Seathun is in, the one next to him. Ruins of on something. Whatever. It was in that one. But to get 4,000 from a green from a raid that pretty much everyone can run through like it's nothing is mind-boggling.
What brings you here?
I'm gonna go turn the other one first before I have to go all the way back there. Oh, I have the wrong one tracked. Yeah, actually I'm just gonna abandon this one. Open quest details. And maybe I'm wrong, but I used to think you could right-click these and abandon them. But now you have to right-click open quest log to abandon. Like, so much has changed. Like, hunter pets no longer have abilities with, you know, few exceptions. Like moths, you know, have resurrect and stuff like that. And that's just, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, wasps not being able to poison, and wolves not being able to, you know, boost your party. I'm like, why? Like, why take that away? Like, that was one of the you know, best things, you know, because it really made you think about which pet you were bringing into what raid or whatever. Because one was going to be far more useful in this raid than in that raid. They took it all away. I wonder when I actually get attacks or things like that I can use for my cat form. Sorry about that. Oh. Over here. I don't know why you're attacking me, but I will murder you now. You're welcome. Where am I going? Over here. You know, one of the cooler things I found, like, I wasn't a big fan of, like, questing in Warlords of Draenor. I mean, there was a lot of really big monsters which were fun to kill, but it was kind of boring. With the exception of the garrison stuff, the garrison was actually pretty cool. Having a place to be able to mine and do all of that. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the garrison stuff. The class hall stuff, however, for the most part, is pretty boring. I feel like most of my class hall time is just me just cashing in, you know, missions, or occasionally getting lucky enough to get a quest item from a mission and then leaving to go do it. I do like mythic dungeons though, because at first, you know, the first mythic you do, like the base level, just kind of feels like a heroic. Like you really can't even tell the difficulties. And then you get number 2 or level 2 or whatever, and it's okay. And then, you know, when you start getting up there in levels and they start getting harder, it starts getting pretty fun. Because, you know, it goes from, because heroics are a joke. I mean, they are. When they first came out, heroics, you know, meant something. But as soon as you started, you know, getting to the higher levels and stuff like that, heroics, you know, level 110, a heroic is nothing. I mean, I use a shale spider on my hunter. My pet loadout on my hunter is shale spider for questing, because it can tank everything. A moth for raids and dungeons, which I only summon when I need to use its res, because unlike other reses, it can be used instantly in battle, which means you can have someone fall and then just pop them right back up. And then I use my Spirit Beast Lightning Paw, because all Spirit Beasts come with a heal, which is always really helpful. That's the one I keep out in dungeons and in raids, is because of the heal. And then I have my red mana worm that I camped forever to get. But then again, it took me a week to get Lightning Paw, so... and I use that one for PvP. And then I have my 5th one is my utility, which is whatchamacallit, Water Strider. Because if you're a hunter and you have a Water Strider pet, the Water Strider gives you water walking, so you can walk on water. Because I'm too lazy to farm for the reputation to get the whatchamacallit, the Water Strider mount. But yeah, I need to ask someone who's really into lore to figure that out for me. Like, if animals know instantly that you're a druid, I mean, again, they're going to know you're a druid in the game, because it would, you know, almost break the game to be able to run around in cat form and not have the critters, you know, attack you. But in terms of lore, do they know? Because if so, some awkward shit could happen. Yeah, and the reason why I'm asking is because I know you can take the owlbear form, or whatever the fuck they call them. And in Legion, there is a quest where you are hunting down members of a intelligence squad, and there is a druid who has disguised herself as, I think they call them raven bears, who has disguised herself as one of them, and she's being chased. Well, she's backing up, and one of them is following her. And it's a male, and it has hearts over its head. It's like it's, you know, attracted to her, you know, wanting to do, you know, all of that fun stuff. So, you know, my thing is like, isn't that kind of a dangerous thing for druids if the animals don't know that they're a druid? I mean, that could, you know, have a whole slew of awkward moments. At least in a flying form, that would be my favorite form, because I could fly above people and if they made me mad, I can just crap on them, and they'll just think it's like a bird. Like, oh, god damn it, stupid bird. I'm like, ha ha ha. I don't know. Perhaps I'm a petty person, wishing to literally shit on my enemies. I think druids also get a water form. I think. But yeah, I just yeah, like there's so many questions. Like what is druid shapeshifting really? Like are you just taking the form of them? Or are you literally becoming that animal? Because if so, even though you're taking the form of the animal and you still have your mind, but you still have the body of the animal. So if you take the form of a fucking bird, or if you take the in the game you can't take the form of a chicken, but you know, logic would dictate that a druid could take a form of a chicken. If you stayed in the chicken's form long enough, would you lay an egg? Like that's a legitimate question. I wish I could have someone who knew more about lore answer.
I assist you. Farewell. Go.
Oh,
Careful.
it's that guy I killed over here. I'll go kill him again. I'm just trying to get to level 15, and then I can just grind through dungeons. I've actually never played a healer before. I've always been DPS. Way back in the day, I used to be a stunlock rogue, which I don't know if druids would go into heat. But that's my thing. Like if you're a male druid and you've taken the form of, you know, a cat or whatever, and you're walking around and there's a female cat, like a non-druid, in heat, it would, you know, logically, unless it knew you were a druid, it would try to get with you. So that would be pretty awkward. I'm just imagining, you know, just walking around in cat form, like trying to get somewhere, and then having some horny cat coming up and rubbing on me, like, get the fuck away from me. And versely, you know, all of the horrible things that could happen to female druids, which I'm sure is out there somewhere on the internet. Because people are sick. I'm sure that's why in Overwatch they gave us Orisa instead of the smart little girl who built her, because, well, because it would be kind of weird having, you know, shooting a kid in a game, but also because, you know, inevitably any character that comes out in a popular game is going to get porn or what is it called? Rule 34. But I'm glad that the server I'm playing on is not an RP server, because the server where my main is on is an RP server, and people are fucking nasty on RP servers. It's getting to the point to where I'm wanting to transfer my character to a different server, because people will cybersex out in the open. Or I once had a guy following me around because my hunter's a female blood elf. I usually like to have, you know, like for example, I'll have 3 horde females and then 3 horde males, and I kind of balance. I make sure I always have, you know, one of each gender, and kind of keep everything balanced. But see, I've never experienced that. Like in the old days, like again, I was in Warlords of Draenor on my Blood Elf, walking around, and there was this dude following me saying that he was fucking sniffing my butt. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sitting here trying to harvest fur from these fucking boars so that I can go and make my mechanical boar, and you're sitting following me around being nasty. Like, I just don't know if it's me who has changed, or if the community has changed, or if it's always been like that. I guess I just must have been lucky and never noticed it or encountered it before. It reminds me in RuneScape. In RuneScape, way back in the day before they did the graphics change, which kind of kills it. Like, I tried to get back into RuneScape, and the improvement of graphics made me not want to play it anymore because I wanted the old crappy graphics. Um, but no, it was me and my friend. We were 10 years old, and we were like, you know what? We want to make money, and a lot of it. So we created a character on RuneScape called PB Bunny Triple X, and all of these dudes would send us money and stuff like that. All the, you know, for what they thought was they were about ready to get some cyber sex, and then we'd go, haha, we're actually, you know, 10-year-old boys, and then we'd run away with their money, leaving them very frustrated and unable to report us. Because what? You were trying to have, you know, illicit, an illicit internet relationship with an underage child? Yeah, you tell them all about that and see what happens. But anyways, one time we did that, and then, you know, instead of being mad, you know, one guy's like, no, 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 that's fine, and he started following us around, and it started to really creep us out. He was being really creepy and following us around, and like wanting to know where we lived and stuff like that. And after that, we stopped playing on that character
How may I help?
because that's ugh. Okay. Where's my thing? Adventure Guide, Dark Shore. Accept. There we go. I shall head to the Dark Shore. Yeah. I mean, this was back. RuneScape had only been out for, well, it had been out for a while, but it was really, you know, just getting into it. Like, what all could you get? Like, the dragon weapons had like literally just come out, basically. Like some of the later and further on quests, like it was before capes and before the all of the different shit that they added. And we actually made a lot of money. We actually made like 300K or something like that off of people paying us in advance and then us going, haha, fuck you, and running off. But after that one creepy guy, we no matter how lucrative it was, we gave up on it. That, and we found out that both me and my friend found out we could use our allowance and buy RuneScape gold, and then we could just like go buy a cannon and go to the zoo and just let the cannon spin. But MMOs in general feel like they're dying, which is kind of sad. Like, what was some of the bigger ones? You know, I used to play. I played a little bit of EverQuest, and I played all of those. I played Dungeons and Dragons Online. I played a bunch of them, and they all feel like they're dying. I used to play WildStar, and I did some WildStar videos before I deleted them on my YouTube channel. Because originally my YouTube channel was going to be just about doing reviews on MMOs. But, see, I liked Guild Wars, like the first one. And the second one was pretty good, but really, like, not that many people, like, play it anymore. I can never hear about Guild Wars anymore. No one's, saying like, "Hey man, have you heard that new Guild Wars patch?" Now it's all about MOBAs, which again, League of Legends started out being really fun, but then they started coming out with more and more champions, and then the amount of currency they give you in game was so low that it made buying new champions so hard because you're making like no money. Like I can go on a winning streak and then the amount of in-game currency that I get is so minimal that it almost makes it impossible for me to buy a new character. Like it'll take me weeks of playing just to be able to afford a character that came out a year ago. Smite though, Smite is pretty fun. I do play Smite. I like the fact that unlike other MOBAs, you're not looking down, you feel like you're in it. But it falls victim to the same thing all MOBAs do, and that's it has a very strict meta that you really can't get out of, and you know, people will get super, cheesed at you for not following it, which kind of sucks the fun out of the game a little bit. The only difference is, fucking League of Legends really doesn't have any game modes. I mean, it has Aram, and every now and then it has stuff like Ultra Rapid Fire and things like that. But for the most part, it's just the same Summoner's Rift or Aram over and over. But yet, what Smite has going for it is every day they have a random game mode. They have arena. They have like every day there is at least like 5 or 6 game modes that you can play. And on top of that, they do something that League of Legends didn't do, which to me, is the smartest way to do a MOBA. Like I played Smite back in the beta, and I think they still have it. It's called the Ultimate God Pack. $30. You get every god and every god that will come out in the future. That's fucking brilliant. For a MOBA who, you want to keep people playing and stuff like that, that's brilliant. And like the graphics between the two, like you can't even compare. Like the graphics on fucking Smite are just so freaking gorgeous. And some of their character skins, I usually don't like spending real life money, but sometimes it's hard in Smite because they have gorgeous skins. But they do a lot of events and things like that, which makes it easier for you to get in-game currency. Like, I mean, just this last weekend, they had an event where if you played with friends, you'd earn their in-game currency. And sure, doing those events, it might take you a while to be able to buy a really cool skin, but the difference is that it's easier to acquire champions, which are necessary for the game in Smite, and it's easier to acquire skins, which are just cosmetic, versus League of Legends, in which only way you're going to get skins is if you get the chest, which you only get a chest if you get an S+, and you also have to play enough to get 3 key shards to then make a key, or you have to pay it. So, I mean, that's why to me Smite just outclasses League of Legends. But that being said, I do watch the LCS sometimes. Though sometimes it feels like the games are fixed. Like, these people are supposed to be pros, and I know they can make mistakes, but sometimes the shit they do is just like, really? or like when, you know, the best team in the world, you know, STK loses to you know, a pretty inferior team, or struggles against a pretty inferior team, and it's like, I feel like they shouldn't be struggling at all. But I guess that's just because I'm cynical. I always looking for the scam.
Hello. Be careful.
But like WildStar was really fun, and then there was another one. What was it? Sorry, allergies. Fucking me up. We have a bunch of trees around our house, and it is just driving me insane.
Goddess bless you. Goddess watch
I'll
over
go ahead
you.
and take this one because this one is done right here. I think. Ah, my nose itches so bad.
Can I help you?
I want to cut down all of these
Right.
trees. I hate them so much. Make my life miserable. Where's the plants? I don't know. Like it was Terra Online, I think it was, which I think is still moderately popular. But they had an event where if you put like a certain thing in your name during like a special weekend, at the end of the weekend, you'd get a free character max level or something like that. Like, the thing that annoyed me about Terra Online was it Terra, or am I thinking of something else? I think it was Terra. Was, you know, I was doing quests and all this stuff, and my friend was leveling up way faster than me by just doing like these battle, like arena things. Like, he'd go into these things, he'd, you know, try his best to kill people, but, you know, he really wouldn't do very good. But it wouldn't matter anyways, because in the time it took me to complete one quest, he would do 2 BGs and would have, you know, five times the amount of experience gained. And that kind of killed it for me, you know? Like, if you're going to make questing basically obsolete, then why play your game at all? Like, I love doing BGs, but this is something that they changed in WoW since, you know, I played a long time ago, is you no longer earn honor at low levels. You no longer earn honor at low levels. You can only earn honor at high levels. Like, that is dumb. Like, it used to be where you would only you'd earn honor in BG because you'd be up against players of your own level, but if you were out in the world PvPing, you would only earn honor if they were close to your level. You couldn't just, you know, kill a bunch of lobies and stuff like that.
I need a target.
Like, I get some people just want to end game, but I'm saying, what I'm talking about is that that's a game design flaw. If you level up so much faster from just sitting there and doing BGs, like, to me personally, questing in dungeons should be where you earn pretty much most of your XP. And that's pretty true in World of Warcraft and in most other MMOs. With exception, though. Me and my friend once did the recruit a friend thing, and we were both undead, and this was back when you would earn honor and honor tokens for whatchamacallits, for BGs, which again, they've taken that away. You no longer will earn honor tokens or anything like that for BGs at a low level. But, you know, it used to. And so we did the recruit a friend thing for the bonus XP, and we found that you know, with the recruit a friend bonus, where yes, quests would still earn more XP, you could turn it out faster thanks to the recruit a friend thing and, you know, do BGs. The only downside of that was we got to be level 60 but had no questing gear. I remember having to go into like the blasted lands with my full level 60 PvP gear. Just like, I like that they've added more mounts. Like, I think jewel crafting makes the most mounts, and then engineering. Like, I think the Sky Golem is pretty cool. The Jeweled Panthers are also pretty awesome. Alright, I'll see you later, Stone.
Hey,
You have fun out there.
you have a great day now.
One thing that kind of annoys me now that I think about it is what the fuck is up with these layouts? Am I crazy? Should I have gotten a new skill? I don't know why I can't drag these off. Oh shit. Yeah, what I'm just realizing that kind of annoys me is like damn it, I just had it and it left me. Oh yeah, some of the mount drops, like it's been a long time since Missed the Pandaria, but like the world bosses there are still killed like instantly. Like as soon as they spawn, it's just like holy shit, man. Like calm down.
It is too far away.
Like I can't imagine people just sitting there for hours on fucking end waiting for some rare spawn to spawn just so they could instantly kill it. Move revive dirt. I thought only whatchamacallit. I thought only mages got teleport spells. So,
I need to target something first.
for the YouTube's audience and anyone else who's wondering what the fuck I'm doing right now, I am just leveling up. Oh, I don't have all the bear stuff yet. I need to go sell stuff anyways. I'm leveling up my Night Elf Druid. I don't have the full set of artifacts because I don't have the ring that you get for doing the fishing majigger. But yeah, I don't know what that majigger is called. Before people jump on me, I am saying majigger. It has a J, not the other thing. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. After I did a stream and I put it on YouTube, a bunch of people on my Facebook started blowing me up. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, it's not what you think. It's not that word. It's Jigger. It's something I grew up with as a kid. It is not an offensive slur.
Be good.
Promise.
I have the finest wires in the land.
Oh. Buy them in packs of 20.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Ah, cool. Right off the bat, I can make a bunch of these. So because my face is covering it up, my character's name is Rydella. I honestly just looked up a random female name and added an A at the end. That's always my problem in character creation. Like, I wish WoW had more options, like, to do with, like, the face and stuff like that, but the name's always what gets me. It's because I'm always trying to think of something that's so vastly different from someone else that I won't have to spend an hour coming up with a name, but then I spend an hour trying to come up with the name. Our goal, because you don't get Dungeon Finder until you're level 15, is to get to level 15. And if anyone who watches this either on YouTube or who joins the stream, please go back earlier in the video in which I'm asking some questions about druids and lore. And please, if you haven't answered any of those, you know, shoot me a message. I'm always down to talk World of Warcraft lore. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? Okay, there we go. Because I really love this game. Uh-oh. Okay. My internet's been finicky. For a second there I thought that I had just disconnected. Oh, no, Briarthorn. My bad. Things I want to see in this game. Because every profession, you know, I think every profession should get some sort of, you know, amount that the profession can make. I think that it doesn't have to be one that you necessarily make. I take that back. I just think that there should be amount that every profession can get. Like maybe, you know, if you heal a certain amount of damage, you know, like 1,000,000 damage, and you just sit there with your little bandages and you keep healing people. Like maybe that where is he? Oh, it's up there. Like maybe that, you know, unlocks an achievement which gives you like a amount. Like maybe it's just a horse, but then like attached to the horse is like a stretcher, and like your friend can lay on the stretcher and you can, you know, run around. You know, like an old timey ambulance thing. Like, I think that'd be cool. Either that or have some sort of achievement for first aid where you get like a little Murloc wearing a nurse's hat, because that would be freaking adorable.
Alone be with you. Good luck, friend.
You know, just something like that. Come here. Die, you little bastard. And for cooking, honestly, like what I think of cooking, like having a special like cooking mount, what I envision is like the goblin trike, right? But instead of a normal trike, at the end of it, it's like a smoker. And like if you're riding on that mount, people can actually come up to you and use your mount as like a cooking fire. Like if you're sitting there and you're sitting there driving your mount, other people can come up and just be like, start cooking instead of having to lay down a cooking fire or find a cooking fire. Like I think that'd be cool, like having a trike and then it has like a smoker on the back. Like I think that'd be cool. Or maybe they get, you know, an unlockable pet that is like a roasted pig with like a apple in its mouth and it's undead. Like it would be classified as undead and it, you know, walks around. Yeah, I don't know. Something stupid like that. I just think that'd be cool. So archaeology already has it. Fishing already has it. First aid doesn't have it. Cooking doesn't have it. Why?
I need a target.
You know? Fishing, you can get that turtle mount. You know, archaeology, yeah, I think there's more than one archaeology mount you can get. So it's like, why? Why can't you, you know, why can't first aid have a mount? Or as first aid, like being able to like to craft like a ethereal tiger. Like you know how the ethereals are with their bandages and stuff? Like a tiger or like a wolf or something like that, where it's like the bandages like holding together like the magical essence. That'd be pretty cool. And for cooking, I don't know. I still, like I said, I still lean towards the whole whatchamacallit, the whole smoker thing, like the goblin trike with a smoker on the back. Still lean towards that. I still think that would be the best. Yeah, I feel every class should have some sort of mount. That is just me personally.
I need to target something first.
I'm trying to do the math in my head. If I'll have enough. If I will have enough after I do all of these quests. I think I will. I think at the rate I'm going, when I turn in all of these quests, I will have enough to level up. I think. Where did I put my drink? Did I finish? No, I have one down here. So I don't know. Either in Twitch chat if anyone joins or in YouTube chat. Let me know what you think. What would be a good where is this Zen Foulhoof? Like what the where is he? Didn't I go in this part already?
It is too far away.
Yeah, like look how powerful these freaking artifacts make me. Like I'm just like running around just like zapping the shit out of everything with zero effort. But like I said before in the video, I have never ever played a healer or a tank. It's always been rogue, hunter, mage, which I only recently started playing mage, but it's always been rogue and hunter. I've never played a warlock. I've literally never played any other other class other than fucking rogue and hunter. Like that's kind of mind blowing to me now that I think about it. Like, because again, back in the day, I used to play a stunlock rogue, which I don't even know if those are a thing anymore. But what a stunlock rogue used to be was you used to have like you'd have all of these rogue stun abilities, but then you'd have this thing like kidney punch and some other thing like that. And when comboed, you could keep doing it and just keep doing it and keep doing it, and you could keep someone locked down for quite a while, and it would drive people like insane. They'd hop, they'd be hopping mad. Like they'd hop on your corpse whenever you finally died. Like they'd jump up and down on it like fuck you. Oh, what was the thing that they used to do that I don't think they do anymore? They used to use slash spit. I don't think you can. I don't even think that's an emote anymore. Let me try that out. Slash spit. Nope, still is. I've never seen anyone do it though. But back in the day, stunlock rogues used to get slash spit on a lot. Just in general, rogues with.
Greetings. Be seeing you.
I am honored.
I just feel like most people used to think that, you know, rogues were nothing but assholes back in the day.
Be careful.
I end up leveling up. Ooh, what? I think maybe for healing that's the talent I should pick. I haven't looked up a guide that tells me what talents I should get. Ooh, I didn't want. Oh wow. Okay, so we're level 15 now. I can queue as healer and DPS. I just want random. Give me random. And leader. As I know most of these old ones. Like, that was fast. I wonder if it's because I'm a fucking healer. Versus DPS where it seems to take forever. I don't know if there's a macro I should get.
You need something? See you later.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
Like, I need to look this up. I need to look if there's like a macro or something I can get. Oh shit. Damn it. Sorry. Where's my resurrect? Oh, I can't resurrect.
I need to target something first.
That's annoying, because I've dug through this multiple times on my rogue. I'm just not going to do any damage. I'm just going to heal. Oh my god, this is so bad. I don't know what to do. I'm going, guys. I'm going. I'm trying. I really am. Just keep spamming heals. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's this guy? What the hell was up with that? He just did like the glowy res thing. God damn it. I'm trying to heal you. I'm so new to this. Yeah, I'm definitely. After this, I'm gonna end the video. But next time you can bet your butt I'm gonna have me some macros, hopefully, to make this healing thing easier. I'm just gonna start reading need on everything, rolling need on just absolutely everything. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Take it. Take my healing powers. Oh, God, guys, someone help me. Someone help me. How do I insta target myself? What's the button for that? Somebody. Oh God, I'm so bad at this. I've always just been, I can just sit there and hit the people because that's what I do. I've never had to be like, people need me to live before. This is not good. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh my God. Just take it. Take it. Oh my God. Bro. What are you doing? God, I was sitting on a bomb. Resurrect this guy. I command you to live! Or don't. Don't really care. You just have to feign interest because I am your healer. Also, if you die, I die, so I guess I'm not feigning total interest. Here's a little bit, you know, in there for me. It's like a normal mace. Mine's gonna quit. No. Kept. Oh. I can go into stealth, and I can tank things, but that's about it. Take my healing powers. What is he, a paladin? No, he's a monk. Monks have their own healing thing, I'm sure. I've never played a monk, though. Feel my healing might.
Reaper 5000 online. All systems nominal. Overdrive engine activated. Safety restrictions offline. Catastrophic system failure imminent. Overage threshold exceeded. System failure.
Was so.
Weak clock in port 2.
Where's this?
Shutting down.
No one wants to pick him. Oh well. So I'm gonna kill this guy, please. Okay, thanks. Warlock. Oh god. Monk saved me. Oh, this is so weird. Help! Someone! Trying to preempt the damage that I'm sure you're going to take. Oh god. The person who needs healing the most is me. Fix it. Someone, get these guys away from me. Save me. Someone. They're trying to kill me. I wonder what's up with that parrot. I wonder if there's like a quest that involves it or something. Almost done. And then I gotta go, guys. But next video, hopefully we'll do a bunch of, you know, newer stuff. Nope. Where am I? I gotta figure out how to self-target faster. Help! Oh, that was cool. Our monk ability, I'm guessing. That was pretty nifty. Damn it. Stop hurting me. You bastards. I mean, both of those are heals over time, so I mean, nothing wrong with me casting on him while he has full health. Surely. Who's next? Really, none of these people have anything I can use. So monks use energy. That's interesting. Most tanks use like fury. Druids use mana. Well, no, doesn't their tank form use fury? I don't know. I've never played a druid before. Well, I'm playing one now, but I don't know that much about it. Did you die?
Do you feel that chill running up your spine?
How did he die?
Fog is rolling in.
Let me just fucking hide in here.
I don't have a target.
So when I just cast it randomly like that, it by default targets me.
I can smell your fear.
That's not fear you're smelling. God, I'm stupid. Fuck was that?
I will rip your heart from your chest.
Ow, no. Not me. It's someone else. Someone less important. Oh, that's actually one of the things I needed.
It is too late.
I don't remember Cookie doing really any damage, so I'm just gonna fucking light her up. No one should die here. I want it. Gimme, gimme.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance.
Boom. God, I'm already level 18. Surely I have a bunch of shit travel for him. Oh. That's cool. So I wonder how fast.
Be careful.
I don't know. Wait, is this the druid form that lets people ride on their backs? Maybe. I think it is. But maybe I have to wait till later to unlock that. Like where they can ride on my back. Well, that'll have to do it for this stream, guys. I'll see you guys hopefully soon. Bye.